Okay, what's up, guys? So, Hot T has uploaded a video titled Tati ended Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard the news with Tati coming out with her video overall talking about how, I guess, and even Keemstar, he talked about it too, but yeah, I guess Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson manipulated her into making that video about Jeffree, no, not Jeffree Star, James Charles, that's the man's name. I don't know why I had forgotten that, but anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys remember when this like massive video came out about almost said it again, James Charles. Yeah, there's this like 40-minute long video that came out about him last year, uploaded by the one of the main cast members of this video. So yeah, I guess she overall came out and said like, you know, like that it wasn't my idea or I didn't want to do it, and Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, they put her up to it and stuff. So dang, Shane Dawson, I'm saying he cannot catch no break. But other than that being said, make sure you guys go subscribe to my good friend Hot T on this channel and on her second channel, Ray Rahimi. But anyways, and that being said, let's refresh the page. Alright, get distracted by my TV.
Hey guys,
turn that off.
I keep uploading
full
so
screen.
Videos,
there we
but
go.
Literally, there's so many things going on the internet right now. I just can't. So Tati finally made a video on her YouTube channel after a month of being away from social media. This video is titled "Breaking My Silence."
Another 40-minute video.
Let's go over what she said in the video real quick.
It's like part 2.
She starts off the video in tears and apologizes for being away for so long. She says,
excuse me guys, there's like stuff all on my screen. I don't know how it ends up on my screen, so I gotta like use the bandana to get rid of. Okay, there we go, because I'm like, bro, that's distracting.
Everything in this video is approved by her legal team, so that's how we know there's tea to be spilled. She says that she doesn't wish harm on anyone and is an imperfect person herself. However, the entirety of this past year, she's been afraid to come out on social media to speak her truth because of the people who coerced her to make a video on James last year. Even though the last thing the world needs right now is for her to stir up drama by releasing receipts and voice memos, she feels the need to come clean about everything with her audience. She and James met up in December 2019 and compared their texts and experiences with each other. They forgave each other and agreed to wait until it was safe for Tati to share her story. Tati says James deserves her first apology. She says James always had a special place in her heart and that never...
Yeah, because they seem like, based off of, because I remember I sat down, that was like the first time I had to say I sat down and watched like a long video, like a long YouTube video without like pausing, having me something to eat, resuming the video, pausing it again, playing video games, and resuming the video. Like I sat down and like watched that whole video, and based off of what she said, like she seemed like that she was like good friends with James Charles. So that's why I'm like, why did this video come out again? Like that's some stuff where I'm like, I don't know, maybe she was mad at him for a reason, and then it like the reason was just too big for her to deal with. And yeah, Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, it didn't help listening to them on what to do. So but anyways, back to the video.
She was always a mentor to James rather than a friend.
And I am really sorry, James. And I've said that privately, but I want you to hear it publicly. I'm sorry.
Prior to last May, she felt that James was making an array of detrimental choices for his career and felt a sense of entitlement from him. However, these concerns only became overwhelming when she met Shane Dawson. Although she was
just like, you know, fireworks outside, so y'all ain't got a trip. It's yeah, people still after 24 hours or almost, no, yeah, it's been 20, yeah, it's, I mean, the day, it's no longer the 4th of July, so that's why I'm like, bro, why y'all still shooting off? It's the day after the 4th of July, so I'm like, y'all need to chill, alright?
Truly heard about James promoting sugar bear hair at the time. Her video wasn't hateful. She never called James a predator and never said that he was a danger to society. She was sad about the sugar bear hair sponsorship, but she made a video because of all the lies Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, and some other people had told her about James. And apparently YouTube had requested that Tati take her video down because it was a bad look for them, so that's why she put the video on private, not because of a lawsuit or anything like that. She says that believing those lies from Jeffree and Shane is one of the biggest regrets of her life. She was worried about James in a way because she was told that there were victims who were going to expose him soon. She apologizes for uploading that video and says she should have known better than to fall for their lies and manipulation. She and Jeffree had been friends since 2017. She soon realized that Jeffree was dangerous.
See, that's the thing though, it's like, you could be friends. I don't know how long she's been friends with James Charles, but you could be friends with somebody like your whole life, and they can at some point in time, like, and I'm not saying this happened to me, but I'm just saying, like, seeing it from other people, it's likely, it's likely that somebody that you befriended yesterday, that can be the one that's like your best friend, the one that you gotta keep in your circle, the one that you gotta keep close. There's people that I've known, like, yeah, since 2017, and you would think, like, people that I've known since I was a child, since I was a kid, those would be your closer friends. But I'm the people that I just met, like, not too long ago, they're my closer friends. So that's something, like, and that's, but I'm not going to say everybody from my childhood, they're not, like, there's a lot of people from my childhood that are close friends, but I'm just saying, like, you can't put your trust into a person, especially if they haven't put their trust into you, or if they're going to use you or manipulate you and all that extra stuff. So yeah, like, were you guys really friends from 2017, or did you call him your friend since 2017? Because there can be a difference between the two.
But he had always been so kind to her. And this isn't the first time.
So yeah, person, they could be kind to you. That's why I'm like, nah, y'all gotta watch a movie called Trading Places. Trading Places, that should teach you about, like, well, that's more of like of a business like type thing. It ain't more so based off of a friendship does like form up because of that movie, but I'm saying, like, that should be a clear indication, like, how quick, like, a person can turn on to you and then move on to somebody else and then try to do the same thing. So I'm saying, like, if you're befriending some shady people, like, expect some shady things to happen. It's like, you just, I don't know, like, just be prepared, all right, in case, like, that's why I'm like, there's people that I call my friends today, but I'm like, at any given point, like, that stuff can all end, and I'm like, and I just gotta, yeah, deal with that. I got a like on a comment that I had made on video, so I was like, what am I getting notifications from? I didn't even hear the phone. I just seen something, like, bright on the corner of my eye. But anyways, don't put your trust into everybody. Like, it's, if you want to trust them, if you want to put all your trust into them, there ain't nobody stopping you. But I'm just saying, like, take everything, like, very lightly. So
of this.
Anyways.
However, she wanted to see the good in him so bad. She wanted to believe he was growing. She even introduced him to her favorite charity, thinking it would push him in the right direction to change. But she admits that she was a fool for ever thinking she could help Jeffree become a better person. What happened with Jeffree, Manu MUA, and Nikita Dragon should have been a red flag for what happens when Jeffree is unhappy with someone. When Shane's series with Jeffree first came out, it really showed that Jeffree was growing and changing for the better. Tati says she and Jeffree weren't actually close. She noticed a trend of Jeffree only reaching out to her when he had a new launch or when he was involved in some sort of new scandal. One thing that really concerned her about him was how frequently Jeffree would talk about how much dirt he has on brands and other creators. She asks viewers to be prepared for all the exposing Jeffree is about to do and not cancel everyone left and right just because of the things he says, because that'll just give him more power and he's just never going to stop. Sometime last year, Tati noticed that Jeffree was talking about James more than usual, like almost obsessively. Jeffree introduced Tati to Shane and wanted Tati to be a part of their series. She didn't really know much about Shane at the time, other than the fact that people would call him the king of YouTube, but she gave him a chance and they slowly became friends. Over the next few weeks, Shane and Jeffree kept feeding Tati all this false information about James until eventually Tati started believing what they were saying. So by the time the Sugar Bear hair thing happened, Tati was so beyond gaslit, so she decided to make a video on it. Shane not only knew about this video, but he also offered to help her edit it. She actually also contemplated.
See, that's, I don't know. Like, that's what I'm like, if it's a person, if you got like a beef or a problem, I usually try to keep it like short and sweet with it. Like, I usually try to be like short and sweet. I'm like, if you say what you gotta say and do what you gotta do to that person, then okay. But I'm like, I don't know what I can possibly do. And I don't know. I feel like, yeah, it was, that's what I'm like, dang, this is like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. Do they like not like James Charles or something? Like, did he do something to them or something? Because to me, it just doesn't really make any sense. Or it's like, it sounds like these guys are just like bad mouthing him and stuff behind doors. They wasn't like trying to be public or anything about this. I'm like, I don't know. Then again, it's like they're probably like, oh, okay, we're not, like, I don't know him, he doesn't know me, like, for me to just come out of nowhere and just make a video about him and stuff. Like, I don't know, like, I'm like, I just think, like, people just need to speak up more. You know, like if there's something that's bothering you, if there's something that about, and it could be about anybody, if there's something that is bothering you, speak up, say some stuff, you know. And something happens, like a beef or an argument or whatever happens, like just, you know, be prepared to defend yourself. If it's, you know, if all the things about this person that you're telling to Tati, if it about James Charles, if it's true, then you know, then it's true, and then he's overall gonna have to answer for it. But if it's lies, if it's something that you heard from somebody and there ain't no evidence behind it, then yeah, it's like you can't really like go and spread that to somebody else. And then yeah, then it's like when the truth actually does come out, then yeah, you guys are just sitting there looking dumb. Like, you guys gotta understand, like, it has to be, if there was evidence, then okay, then there's like no reason to trip. There's evidence, so like stick with it and stuff. But if there wasn't no evidence and you going based off of somebody's word that this person did this or this person did that, like did they really, like, or are you just like hearing that or just repeating it? It's just it's just honestly, it's like that old like elementary game where you gotta like whisper something like a sentence in a person's ear, then they gotta whisper it, and then they gotta whisper it, and then by the time it gets to the other person, it's a completely different story. So that could be the case with this. Like, they heard some things and they heard it incorrectly, and then therefore that's how all this stuff happened. So, but anyways,
making a video, but the night before she eventually did, Jeffree had sent her a voice memo of an alleged victim of James. She says the audio was just a small portion of a larger conversation. It wasn't enough to contact authorities, but it was enough to scare her. She didn't mention it in her video, however, as she just thought it wasn't her place. She expressed her concern for James hurting himself to Shane, but Shane just said that James was a narcissist and he would never do that. Shane wanted to come over and document what was happening the day the video went up, but Tati declined. This is how I know Tati wasn't doing it for clout or views or anything like that, because otherwise she wouldn't miss out on being on such a popular series on Shane's channel. Shane and Jeffree no longer spoke to her after that, and she just felt like such a fool. Before James's apology video, Tati asked Shane not to include the drama in his series, but Shane just replied being like, "Don't worry about it, it's just gonna be one episode, like, that's any help." She was so depressed after that, and her health started deteriorating, and what killed me was the fact that she said that she had to push back her intent to start fertility treatments in 2019 because she just felt like her body didn't have the ability to go through pregnancy. She only discovered what truly went down with Jeffree in December when she spoke with James. And she can't come out with the entire evidence of everything for legal reasons, but she's hopeful that the day will soon come that she can do so. She thinks everything went down because Shane and Jeffree were just jealous of James's immense success. She believes that this is more than just petty drama between a couple of YouTubers, and there are way more dirty hands involved. She's working really hard to become strong enough to come back on YouTube, and all she wants is her life back. It's also worth mentioning that she's going to be donating all the proceeds from her video. This video, you guys, it totally changed my view on Tati. Not gonna lie, I kind of thought it was petty for her to make that video last year, so it's nice to have that cleared up.
Yeah, it's like, and especially, then it's like the way that she titled it and stuff. Like, you would have thought that she was, but then at the same time, it's just, I think, yeah, she was just misguided. She was just misguided by the wrong people. They figure, yeah, we'll just use like a bigger platform, like, do it soon. I think they just overall, like, James Charles, or not James, I don't know why I keep like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, okay, like, not James Charles, all right. But anyways, these guys need to have like difficult names. Like, they need to have it like names where it's like, okay, all these names, like, it's just, yeah, it just need, I mean, they are different, they sound different, but I'm like, it's at the same time it is kind of similar and stuff. But anyways, these guys need like some like strong like African names or something. But anyways, besides that, yeah, I think these guys were doing it for clout. They and they figured like, oh, we'll just use a different platform, it ain't gonna get traced back to us, and we're Gucci. So, but honestly, it all backfired. She turned around and because they probably overall thought like, oh, she ain't gonna make no video on us and things like, yeah, we're Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, like, you know, we're bigger than her, we're more powerful than her. I feel like if this were to come out before all the things that's going on right now with YouTube, where it's like people are digging up dirt and all this stuff, this was to come out like maybe like 3-4 months ago, people, it probably would have been some like talked about news, but people definitely would have been skeptical about it. I don't feel like they would be more on her side. I feel like they just, it would be like a mixed like feelings between the parties. But anyways,
I am surprised to hear all this stuff about Jeffree, to be honest. Like, it's Jeffree Star, for God's sake. What did I expect? Shane, I don't know. I always just thought he was better than this. Better than to speak behind someone's back like he did, you know? Especially while being so nice to his face. He better come out with an explanation video, or else it's just too much to forgive, you know? Blair White also made a video on Jeffree, you guys. She said a lot of the same things as Tati. Just that Jeffree always goes around telling people he has tea on everyone and he can cancel anyone if he wants to. Also that he's going around literally showing everyone the voice recording he has of the alleged
That's dumb to carry on like that. I'm sorry, but I'm like, I don't know Jeffree Star like that. I don't be watching his videos and all, but it's like to just go from like YouTuber to YouTuber. You ain't even like there to like make videos with them or to help them grow, or you know, you just out here just spreading all this like hate and negativity and things. Nah, don't act like that. Seriously, I'm like, there's no reason to act like that. You a grown man. Like, you shouldn't be going around like it's like a middle school or something. You are like, oh, I got this rumor to say. I got this. Like, nobody cares, bro. We out here just trying to make YouTube videos. You out here, my thing is just like, okay, you're going around saying how you have this tea on this person, this tea on this person, this tea on this person. Just come out with videos and talk about it. If it's like some true stuff, if it's some stuff where you got evidence to back it up, talk about it. Stop like hiding behind doors, telling people about it and stuff. No, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not. So I'm like, honestly, to me, I could care less. I know people, they have like this fear and this like, you know, like they scared of Jeffree Star and things. I'm like, what? Honestly, like, what can he possibly say about it? Man, that would be crazy though. That would be crazy if I was in a Jeffree Star video. But I'm just all like, bro, it's just dumb to just carry on like that. It's like, if it's like something that you have to say it. But like, quit hiding behind doors or like beating around the bush trying to say stuff. Like, just say it. Easy as that. But anyways.
So definitely give her video a watch if you have the time. Also, one last update on Shane Dawson. According to TheVerge.com, YouTube has indefinitely suspended ads on all 3 of Shane Dawson's channels.
I heard about that.
Videos, and
I heard about that.
In particular, where he's making
It's funny how many people they like came out and defended. They'll always like find some like way to defend Shane Dawson about like, oh, he apologized, he did this. And I'm like, yeah, but if he's losing out on like businesses, sponsorships, YouTube disabled his ad revenue across all his YouTube channels, obviously it ain't something that, you know, you could just sweep underneath the rug and just forget about it. You know, like that, it's a punishment. You know, it's like this is overall what he's gonna have to deal with. So it is what it is. Like, you know, you could defend him all you want. You could say that, oh, he's apologized, he's did his time and all that, but obviously YouTube is like, nah, he's still got to do more time. So
remarks to then
just saying
Willow Smith, which was honestly like absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
And also, total sidetrack, Jaden Smith called Shane Dawson out by tweeting,
"That's crazy.
Shane Dawson, I am disgusted by you. You sexualizing an 11-year-old
You would think, and I don't know, maybe people, they'll see it like another way around and stuff, but me personally, I would think that Jaden Smith, I believe that Jaden Smith is maybe a tad, he's maybe up there with Shane Dawson, or he might be slightly bigger than Shane Dawson. But yeah, it's just for something like that to come out, and it was like it was some dumb stuff and things, but you would think that it's like Jaden wouldn't really report on that. But then again, you sit down and think about it, it's like it is dude's like baby sister and stuff. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's people, they just speaking on that, I think I did speak on that video on my podcast. I'm like, yeah, it's just dumb to overall act like that. Or to do some things like that. And yeah, for Jaden Smith and their mom, Jaden Smith and Jaden Smith and Willow Smith, for their mom, Jada Pinkett Smith, to even come out and say something, that is crazy too. Hot Tea might talk about
who
that.
Happens to be my sister is the furthest thing from funny and not okay in the slightest bit. This man was also doing blackface on the regular. As the youth, we need to support creators who support us and our morals. This is not okay. Willow and Jaden's mom also tweeted, to Shane Dawson, I'm done with the excuses. The article, The Verge.
Yeah, there's because I had reacted to a video of Shane Dawson, like it was like being racist for like 5 minutes or some stuff like that. There's a video, I was like, bruh, if Will Smith comes out and says something, Shane Dawson, that's like, that will be the knockout punch. I felt like he definitely like got stunned by Jada Pinkett Smith and Jaden Smith, and for them to come out and say something. But yeah, Shane Dawson, yeah, if Will, and I'm telling you, if Will Smith would have came out and said something, knockout punch, 10 count, he's done and over with. But no, there was this video where he was like black facing, but he was like mocking Will Smith in his Fresh Prince of Bel-Air intro and stuff. If you've never seen his TV show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he always has this like iconic, I'm pretty sure everybody has, but he has this iconic intro. And yeah, he mimicked that, and I'm like, bruh, why? Like, you can't do that.
.com wrote on him says, the length of Dawson's monetization suspension is indefinite but not permanent. In rare but damaging situations like this one, YouTube has a responsibility to protect its creator community and advertisers.
Yeah.
Even if a creator's content doesn't violate the company's guidelines, when past videos are brought to the company's attention, it has a responsibility to take action. The impact of Dawson's videos, as well as on and off platform behavior, warranted that action.
And it's crazy.
Although YouTube,
it's crazy. I don't know. Should I speak on that? Like how, like, cause I don't know, like, cause I feel like if this was on a different platform, like Twitch, for an example, Twitch, I feel like how with their bigger content, well, then again, they did just get rid of one dude on there, and he's pretty big on Twitch. It's more so like the women on there. They can get away with murder and stuff, and yeah, Twitch would be like, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't have my seeing glasses on. YouTube is like, look, it could be Shane, it could be PewDiePie, it could be anybody. It could be a person that just joined YouTube today. If they go against our guidelines, they are getting taken down. Like, they're going to do something about it, so.
is taking action, it's not permanent. Dawson is one of the platform's most
Oh, dang, there's like Target
but YouTube
moving his
seems
books.
to be making an
Dang.
example out of Dawson's past while protecting the creator community and the company. Many of these videos were put on YouTube years ago, also prompting questions about why YouTube didn't take action before if they have a responsibility to do so. These videos are brought up multiple times over
That's a
the
good
years
question.
on social media. Companies like Target have also confirmed they're removing Dawson's book from their shelves.
Dang.
I really want to know what you guys think about this entire situation. Do we believe Tati? Unfortunately, from the like to dislike ratio on this video, it looks like not a lot of people agree with Tati, which surprises me. One user commented,
It's probably like, yeah, Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson fans, like, they teaming up. It's just her. Like I said, like, there's gonna be people that overall agree with her. And me personally, I believe her. I personally believe her, and cause it's it's just, if you were good friends with this person, and then you got somebody that's going around town saying things about them, and I don't know, like, if you, I don't know, she did kind of say that she was more so as a mentor to him than a friend, but I don't know, the way she talked on them, it was like, y'all were like cool and stuff, so. But yeah, you got somebody going around like spreading rumors and lies, and then they're known for like doing, well, they're just spreading rumors about a person, like alleged like rumors about a person, but you got somebody doing that, and then they like easily like manipulating you, and they saying all these like fancy things and fancy words to like get in your head and stuff, and then you come out, yeah, like that's honestly, you got used, you were bamboozled, all right. So I'm just saying, like, you know, that's overall how I feel. They straight up used that girl. They could have overall did something or came out with something themselves, but then it would have, yeah, if they, I feel like if Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, if they were to like not involve this Tati girl and to just do the videos themselves, then they would have, and then plus on top of that, yeah, then it's, yeah, because I think, yeah, then Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, I think they were cool for a second, or they made a video or something like that, I don't know, but anyways, yeah, I just think they just wouldn't have made any, like, it wouldn't have made any sense, like, they just out here attacking this kid for no reason. But Tati, on the other hand, like, somebody that James Charles is cool with and stuff, yeah, she, yeah, it would make more sense, I guess, coming from her. But the other way around, or yeah, if it Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, yeah, they just be all like, this just, they ain't normal. What they doing that for?
I'm not saying that there are more important things going on right now. I am not denying that Black Lives Matter and the pandemic aren't the most important things right now, but she was gaslighted, and this is emotional abuse. Abuse should always be called out, and all victims have the right to tell their story on their own terms and in their own time. She is brave to make this video, and she deserves your support. To choose to
I encourage, and honestly though, I encourage people to be like that. Like, don't, if you got somebody that's emotionally abusing you, physically abusing you, speak up. Speak up. I'm like, join a dojo. Like, if somebody's physically abusing you, join a dojo. All right, and do bodily harm to that person. Put fear in their eyes. Have them cry. Like, do some stuff. All right. That's what I'm like. Yeah, when I hear stories like that where it's a woman will come out and say that she was like like abused somehow, like sexual abuse or like physical, where it's like she's being beaten. I'm like, look, there's this movie starring Jennifer Lopez. It's called Enough, and that has to probably be one of the most powerful like woman movies I've ever watched, because throughout that whole movie, she is just getting wrecked by this dude in there. And then it gets all the way towards the end. She hides the dude's guns. She sneaks into his house. She threw up one of those, like, it was like some like Call of Duty like advice, but she like threw out something that just disabled like all the cell phones and phones all around the house and just demolished him. Killed them on top of that too. But that's what I'm like, I don't know. Don't go as far as to kill somebody, but just have it to the point where they're crying. Have it to the point where they're scared. They're all like, oh, this girl crazy. She gonna kill me. Like, I gotta cry and plead for my life. Like, please don't do nothing to me. Just put that fear in their eyes, but don't go through with it, So that's what I'm like with Tati. This should have been something that should have came out along. It shouldn't have been something that shouldn't have happened. So that's what I'm like, yeah, it's, be like, be your own person. If somebody wants to like try to get you involved in some stuff, tell them. No, people have done that to me before. They tried to like get in my head and tell me that like, oh, do this. I'm like, no, I don't want to. That's not me. I do things on my own. I'm a free person. I do everything on my own. If I decide to listen to somebody else and it's like I truly trust that person, if I do go through with what a person is saying, I truly trust that person, or there's like some evidence or something that they've proven to me to make me believe them. So anyways,
to side with the abuser. Another user commented, guys, we just need to ask 6ix9ine about this entire situation and he'll snitch the real answers.
Like 6ix9ine, what happened between the three of them? He's like, oh, it's Shane Dawson.
Thumbs up and subscribe to my
Shane
channel.
Dawson.
I post new videos at least 3 times a week. Alright, bye.
Yeah, that situation was pretty crazy when they came out. Dang, it was like, wasn't that last year too? That way, it was a pretty crazy situation when it all came out. But anyways, yeah, it is what it is though. Like, the truth came out. These guys like manipulated her, got in her head, told her to do things that she shouldn't have been doing, and yeah, now they're gonna have to pay. They're honestly gonna have to pay for all that. But I just hope overall, like, it's just messed up though. It's like, this girl is just trying to live life and things. Like, everybody's just doing good for themselves, and then here comes Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star just trying to overall just get some videos made and stuff, making some money and things somehow. But yeah, it's pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up. People gotta carry on like that. So, but anyways, yeah. Hopefully everything can just go back to normal at the end of all of this. But other than that, make sure you guys go subscribe to Hot T, aka Ray Remy. Make sure you guys subscribe to her main channel, Hot T, and her second channel, Ray Remy. Like and subscribe to me too. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.